All right, I think we got it working now. Okay. All right. We had some technical difficulties. Looks like everything's working. For some reason, the mic wouldn't detect the mic for some reason. All right. So what are we doing tonight? Had some fun with the Lambo. Put up some big numbers. Wanted to try this other one. Okay, got our guy 1320 video with the Lambo. Couple of mediocre passes. I don't like the first gear on this with these 29s on here. I probably have to mess around with it a bit. Well, that doesn't seem too good. I think I just hit a good pass out of the blue, and then it made me think that this car would be pretty good, but it seems like it's a bit slow. Let me just run this down the track real quick. Yeah, I think that was just kind of a random pass that I managed to hit. So I'll probably change back this one back to the, maybe it's back to the 28s. Try that next time. Pretty good day, can't complain. How was your day? It's pretty hot. 90 degrees in the air conditioning. I hate being in the air conditioning so much. Let's see if this, see how this car is tonight. Right, this car seems like it's on point. I don't want to get stuck racing Lambos all night though, because I know once you get matched up with someone, they just want to keep racing and racing, trying to get a 5.3 probably. He's only hitting 245. Just depends on the setup too. I did make a slight adjustment to my gear changes. That was a close race. Seems like the gear changes are there though. I don't know how he's getting a 540 with that 60 and 245 miles an hour. Let's jump in. I wanted to race that MT car. Yeah, man, it's pretty warm right now. Air conditioning messes with my head too. I got too many things messing with my head. That air conditioning dries out the air, and computer screens. Just trying to keep cool. So I think I was racing the right lane when I was hitting those big numbers. For some reason I switched to the left. And those shifts were off. Yeah, my cars are pretty much the same, I think. All right. Let's see if this car works against the Lambo. Got a 5.4, at least on the whole shot. I don't know what happened to his Lambo. I want to change this to right lane. Yeah, it looks like it's just going to be the world of the Lambos on this game for now. No word about fixing them or giving them their own class. We got a good one out of this car. 479 with the good 60. By 21, what is that? I always wondered if the different view affects how good your car is, but it doesn't seem to. I could hear his car shifting as I was going. This car is pretty distinctive. Gapper. Oh, he's got the boss. Oh, I got lucky. Got lucky in that one. Because my car fell on its face off the line there. See if he wants. No, he doesn't want the rematch. Guess I'll try the Camaro. That's a good name. Here's a no-name player. Oh, Pac-Man's out here. See how Pac-Man's doing. He put me in the left lane. See if I can get lucky. First gears I missed. Totally missed that first gear. I could have had him too with that tree he had. That could have been a win. If I could have caught that first gear. They're going to slow the levels down to 5.5. Everyone's going to hate that. Because if they do that, then we'd be right back where we started, basically. I mean, if they could put it somewhere in the mid to high 5.4s and kind of keep that the trend. But you never know what they're going to be able to accomplish. I mean, they already did 2 patches, and maybe they weren't even intending on fixing it on those patches. They fixed, I think they fixed something else. So maybe they just wanted people to have their fun. I don't know, they really need to do something to stir up this game, because it seems like every time they do something, it just doesn't really give that much more to the game. Oh, I red light. I never red light. 001 red light. A slow pass. You know, like I said before, we've had all these cars for so long, and no one has used them for so long, like this. You know, the Camaro, all these cars that they're buffing, like this, and this, and this, and this. You know, all these cars they buff, you have them sitting in your garage for so long, and you just kind of get tired of them. And then when they buff one, everyone's supposed to get so excited about it because they made it faster. You know, but like I was saying before, if it's a new car that comes out and it's fast, that's a lot more exciting for people than a car that you've had forever, or you had and you got rid of, and then, oh yeah, here by the way, we made this car that's been around for 5 years, we made it faster. It doesn't really have the same impact. Unless you're a new player, you don't know anything. You come into in the game, then you're like, oh great, this car is this fast, this car is this fast. You know, so it works for the new players. But until they start racing Lambos. But to me, it's the features that make the difference. You can throw any car in the game, make it as fast as you want, but it's just lobby racing. And in the leaderboard, you know, what does it do? It doesn't do anything for you. You get your name up on the leaderboard. Let's see, Lambo. I guess I'll have to race this guy in this Nissan. Was this car black last time? Or did he paint it and come back out? See if I can get a launch on this thing. Yeah, I got a launch, but I didn't get the time. I didn't get the number. And he had the yellow bar. Gat can. All right. Let's see if our Evo's working for us. Got pretty good shifts. What the frick? Where did that come from? That car just launched with the 6.6 60-foot. That's not going to happen very often, though, for that car. Those are pretty good shifts, but I guess I'll give him another shot. Even though he's got the yellow bars and the horrible tree. That's what's going to happen when you have yellow bars, though. You're not going to be able to tree very well. Car is going to be inconsistent. I was a little late on second. See, he only had an 83 tree that time. Yeah, I don't think so. I got your 10K back, but I'm not going to sit out there against a Lambo in my Evo. Especially when I have yellow bars. At least, you know, get rid of them yellow bars. I see that a lot in this game lately. I mean, a ton compared to, you know, in the past. I don't know why. I'll put it on 5K. I mean, if you're a new player, though, right now the game is new player, get a Lambo, and you're good to go. Took down a Lambo. That was a lot closer than it looked right there, because it evened it out right there. We didn't get a huge time with that either. All right. Let's get some of these NA cars out. $200 race. What is this? 26 by 9.5? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, is that a Lambo? That's the old school setup. No clip. In this second gear. Another yellow bar. Let's see if he wants a rematch. $100? Why? What the heck just happened? How did that light come down so fast? That was weird. And he hit a 500 RT. I don't know what that was. All right, we got the Camaro. Versus the Fast and Furious. I was early on that first gear. This car doesn't seem to be cutting the mustard. Big fish in the Lambo. Got the NA car, Camaro. So if it's not a Lambo, it's a Camaro. I forgot how this car launched. I was lucky to get the whole shot there. Let's see if he wants a rematch. That's the other thing about the supercars is that yeah, the Lambo is fast, but what about the rest of them? I mean, you can't just worry about the Lambo. The I mean, the R8 is okay. It's kind of there with the other cars, but not really like a 5.4 car. No one uses it. And then you have the GT, the Ferrari, and the McLaren are all pretty much dogs. You got to put bars on them, and they don't even work right with bars on them. Even though they run 5.5s, but you know, if it's not touching on 5.4s, it's not really gonna be up there. So that's, you know, makes no sense. I mean, this thing, like even with the bars on it, it runs the same. It runs the same way, with or without bars. At least for what I can get it to do. I mean, what's the point of that? I think it'll do a little bit better than that. Closer to mid 5.5s, but it's so erratic, and it'll barely get into the 8s on the 60. I mean, it depends on the tune too, I guess, but you know, I don't want to be putting bars on this thing, you know, like back to the wall over here on a supercar. And that's how it turns out with those, because they're so low. At least on an NA car, it looks a little more normal. I guess we'll just take this, even though it's a Lambo, just to get a test pass on this. I mean, I've seen bars at the track, bar cars, you know, they're pretty much kind of like this. we got a good pass, I think. Got the 50. Took out the Lambo with the yellow bars. We have to watch that again if we're going to re-race this. He's got that thing loaded on the ground with those tires sticking out. He didn't look like he did much of a burnout. Oh, we put a big number on him that time. Yeah, he's got them tires sticking out. Or is that the, no, that's the tires. I thought it was the, those little bumps that the Lambos have on them. Got the nice pass with the Superbird. We didn't really get a good pass in this. Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty quiet tonight on a Friday night. Imagine it might pick up later. Got the skyline. Yeah, my game just bugged out on me. See if we can get a re-race. I don't know what's going on here. Looks like we got some storms brewing out here tonight. That's a clean car. That Chevelle. I was a little early on that last one. Looks like we're going to have to fix our car pretty soon on here. So hopefully that doesn't break it. Yeah. There's a storm coming through here now. I think I'm going to turn off this this chat for right now. Looks like everyone's power just got knocked out by the storm. All of a sudden there's no one in the lobby. Where'd everybody go? Yeah, that's right, I meant to switch to the right side. For some reason I liked it better. This guy's coming at me with this Chevelle again. I messed up that second shift. Okay. I guess I'll have to fix this. See if it breaks it. Oh, wait a second. I'm watching drag racing on Twitch right now. It's the Bodie's Grudge Bowl, and we got beer money in the lane. That's crazy. I've never. Let's see how he does. He got the win. Yeah, this car right here. I just saw that thing. A guy I watch that streams on Twitch. This car was out there. I honestly don't know too much about these outlaw cars. But I don't recall ever seeing another one of these cars. I mean, at the track or when I've been watching live racing. I'm trying to think if I've ever seen any of these. Most of these cars you're not going to see unless it's like a big event or something. No, I don't think I've seen any of these. That's the first time I've ever seen one of those cars. Yeah, definitely check that out on YouTube. I think he's on YouTube and Twitch. Guy called Tickle Fits. Team Bodie's Grudge Bowl in Kentucky. That's where you're gonna see all them cars. They're all just down south. Kentucky, Texas. Check out the beer money car. I don't know if this is eliminations right now. They gave him a win, so it could be. I don't know what class they're running. If it's just straight up grudge. Looks like small tire. All right, got Pac-Man out here. Oh, he just came out of the ground like a something. You got the red. I can see him over there to my right. Oh, but I got the HK. So he got the win anyway. I guess a red beats an HK. Actually, I have let off in races before because of this. But you can't do it in this view. He read that again. With the 43. I can tell that wasn't a super fast pass though for me. It's kind of hard to let off though when you know the other guy's in a Lambo and he's capable of running a low 5.4. And the way the game is, just because it looks like you're ahead of them doesn't necessarily mean you are. So it makes it a little tricky. That was an NA car. I wasn't gonna jump in on that. Yeah, great goals if you're out there. I turned off the chat for a bit. I'm just kind of chilling here right now. I'm just trying to limit my looking at different things on the screen and stuff. Trying to take it a little easy on my eyes. I don't really like pulling up that global chat anyway. Pulling that up by mistake. I have people saying some crazy stuff in there. At least you got the YouTube chat, you know that they block stuff. Yeah, I can't come to that race right now. I know it doesn't automatically connect you when you do that anymore. It just highlights the race. Not a particularly quick pass there. Yeah, he's still out there. He's got the black Lambo with the 26s. See how my car does on this track. Oh, double red. He must have had a worse red. We are number 4. And holding. What's going on, man? I can't really pronounce that name. I'm just going to race this guy, even though he's got an NA car. Just because it seems kind of quiet tonight. Yeah, I really like this setup though that I've got with those first 2 quick shifts. Seems to be it's pretty consistent with it like that. I know a lot of these tunes that you see, like even in the past with the import cars, you see them with the really early first shift that basically skips over the first shift because you have that first gear like really high compared to second. So that's kind of that's a really hard thing to try and time. Plus, if you have any lag in there with the shifting like that, you get any lag in between those first 2 with that early one and that second one, that's going to be a problem. You won't be able to shift it. Just going to jump out of that race real quick so I can watch this other race on YouTube. Saw a crazy import car go down the track. I said it was a stick shift car with the popping and the exhaust coming out of the roof. It kind of reminds you of some of the cars that we have in the game. I don't know what it was. It looked kind of like a 240Z or something like that style of car. But I don't really know for sure what it was. Oh, I saw there a guy. See, Hitman figured out to run blower cars for NA so that the Lambos don't come and race you. But I have some of mine are turbo, but I do have a few NA blower cars that I could run. I don't know, I'm just kind of hanging out here on a slow night. Thinking maybe this is going to be a short stream. Got started early. Trying to figure out how to make this a little more interesting. Oh, we got another import car on this live racing with the popping. Looks like it might be a Mazda. I don't know what that is. That's 2000. You got the red and the 549. He's running 28 by 15. See if we can get a better one. All that for a red light. I don't think I'm gonna stay in there. He seemed like he wanted to play around with the light, trying to stall. I hate when you do that and then the timer pops up on your screen and then it goes off and then you gotta go. I don't want to deal with that kind of stuff. Kid stuff. I'm thinking I'm thinking this is going to be a wrap on this stream. Cutting it off early.